We will discuss transradial approach for addressing left main lesions. Traditionally, left main lesions are considered for bypass surgery, but in last decade we have seen a significant surge of left main intervention, the technical advancement and the technological advancements. Both femoral and radial routes have been used to address the left main lesions. We will discuss how we address the left main ostial lesion, the left main body lesion and left main bifurcation lesion using the transradial approach. Again, a small tip: when you are thinking of left main intervention, by and large you should think of 7F guide. In that case, whenever you are puncturing radial through plastic cannula, you always inject to see the radial artery diameter. If it is small, then you plan balloon assisted tracking technique, which we have already discussed. You should be able to cannulate a 7F guide easily in the left system. You must use the side hole if you are working on the ostial left main, and preferably you should have a side hole even if you are working on the body or bifurcation left main. This is an example of critical left main ostial stenosis. This is another view profiling the ostial LMCA stenosis. A 6F JL4 guide catheter with side holes has been used to cannulate LMCA, and a 0.014 inch BMW PTCA guide wire is deployed in the LAD artery. Following that, the rotational atherectomy of the lesion has been performed using a 1.5 millimeter burr. Angiogram reveals satisfactory debulking. Stenting of ostial LMCA lesion is in progress. Stenting in progress. Flaring of the stent is done. The end result is satisfactory. This is another view showing the result. This is an example of an angiogram revealing a critical LMCA body stenosis. A 6F JL 3.5 guide catheter is used to cannulate LMCA, and a 0.014 inch BMW PTCA guide wire is deployed in LAD. Following that, the stent is deployed. Here you see the optimal end result. This is another view showing the result. Here is an example of an angiogram revealing a critical bifurcation LMCA stenosis. As per Medina classification, it is 111. 7F EBU 3.5 guide catheter is used to cannulate the LMCA ostium, and two 0.014 inch BMW PTCA guide wires are deployed, one in LAD and one in LCX. Balloon inflated across LMCA into LCX. Here you see the balloon result. Balloon inflated across LMCA into LAD. This is the balloon result. A stent is deployed across the bifurcation in LAD. Stenting in progress. The stent result of LAD is seen. You can see significant pinching of LCX ostium. The PTCA guide wire of LAD is pulled back and LCX was entered through the struts of the stent with the same wire, and the LCX wire was removed and the same wire was parked in the distal LAD. The balloon was inflated across the struts of the stent in LCX. Balloon result in LCX. Then a bigger balloon was used to widen the struts. This is the balloon result. A stent is positioned in the LCX now. Positioning in progress. Stent is deployed. The result of LCX stent is seen. Balloons are placed for kissing balloon. Here you see kissing balloon in progress. Kissing balloon in progress. Kissing balloon in progress. Satisfactory end result. Another view of the end result. One more view of the end result. Another case of LMCA bifurcation stenosis 111. A 7F EBU 3.5 guide catheter was used and a rotawire was deployed in LAD. Rotational atherectomy was done using a 1.5 mm burr. Here is the result of debulking after rotational atherectomy. Ballooning of LMCA to LAD segment was done. Then ballooning of LMCA to LCX segment was done. You can see suboptimal balloon result. Stent is being deployed in LMCA and LAD segment. Stenting in progress. Here is the stent result. Wire exchange was then done and LCX ostium was dilated across the struts of the stent. Result of balloon dilatation is seen. A bigger balloon was used. Ballooning is progress. Kindly note that the LAD balloon was parked distally in uninflated state. Balloon result. Stent is being deployed in LCX. Kissing balloon in progress. This is an excellent end result.